Welcome to the Commander Crew, a Magic the Gathering Commander YouTube channel where we ask the question, who's your commander?
We want to thank you for watching our videos. You can help support us by liking this video, subscribing to our channel, and hitting the bell notification icon.
You can also go to thecommandercrew.com to check out our t-shirts, masks, pet hoodies, and other Commander Crew goodies.
If you want to buy any of the cards seen in this video, be sure to click our TCG Player affiliate link in the show notes below.
Lastly, you can help us out by heading to our official Patreon page and becoming a direct supporter of the channel. Now let's
get to the video.
Oh no.
What is up, everybody? It is Chris and the Commander Crew coming out with another Commander Quick Take, where we take commanders from the past, present, and future upcoming sets and give them a little quick take to see how we potentially could build this deck out. On this week's episode, we have Traylassa Moondancer. It is a Selesnya 2/2 Elf Cleric. Whenever you gain life, put a 1/1 counter on Traylassa Moondancer and scry 1. Already great colors for this. Token builds and basically you'll see in the future Soul Sister builds are already playing in Selesnya. So this is definitely a phenomenal option. Being able to add a little bit of a Voltron option and top deck manipulation with that Scry 1 is definitely going to come in super helpful. I'm super excited for this deck. Similar decks you want to look into would be Lathio the Bounteous Dawn and Trostani Selesnya's Voice. These decks are already playing very similar life gain Selesnya build strategies. If you're thinking about building up Traylassa, you want to look into these decks because they will give you a good baseline of where to start when building this deck out. When I first saw her, I definitely thought of Trostani, and I also threw up the fact, oh sweet, counters like Lathio? Awesome. So let's put a Soul Sister Voltron build into effect. I'm pretty stoked. To start off this build, we're going to go with the Soul Sisters. We have Essence Warden for a single green, Soul Warden for a single white, and Soul's Attendant for a single white. They are all 1/1 creatures, but whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, or on your opponent's side, you gain a life. This is going to make our commander absolutely massive and give us so much value. It's definitely going to help out a lot. Then we have the Double Soul Sisters. Basically, they cost 2 mana. We have Auric Champion White for a 1/1 human cleric, pro black and red. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield, you gain a life. Prosperous Innkeeper 1 and a green for a 1/1. It does get a treasure token when so it enters, so it's basically a Soul Sister. And Suture Priest 1 and a white for a 1/1. When another creature enters the battlefield, you gain a life. And when another creature enters the battlefield under your opponent's control, they lose a life. So that definitely helps out a lot. Next is some board state gain. A Johnny's Welcome for a single white. Ashes of the Aberrant for a white and a 1. And Authority of the Councils for a single white. This is going to allow us to gain life if our creatures aren't into the battlefield or dying. In addition, we also have the option of Ashes not having spells be targeted in graveyards, and Authority of the Councils letting creatures into the battlefield tapped. So it'll slow our opponents down just a little bit, but definitely help us out in the long run even more. Since I wanted to put more of a focus of like a Voltron style on top of this, we have some serious beats. We have Behemoth Sledge. It is 1 green and white. Equipped creature gets +2/+2, has lifelink and trample for equipped 3. Basically, simply lifelink for a single white. Equipped creature has lifelink. Light of Promise, 2 and a white. Enchanted creature gets, whenever you gain life, put that many 1/1 counters on this creature. Loxodon Warhammer, 3 generic. Equipped creature gets +3/+0, trample and lifelink, equipped 3. Very similar to the Behemoth Sledge, but this is colorless. Shadow Spear, 1 generic with equipped 2. It does have the option of making permanents lose hexproof and indestructible, but it gets +1/+1, trample and lifelink. And then Sunbound, 3 and a white. Enchanted creature gets, whenever you gain life, put that many 1/1 counters on this creature. Once all these enchantments and artifacts are put together, this commander is going to be absolutely massive and potentially could swing in for a single swing of lethal hit. It's epic. You're going to be getting so much life, it's insane. Now we're going to want to have a payoff for all the life that we're actually gaining. Accomplished Alchemist, 3 and a green for a 2/5. You can tap it to add 1 mana of any color, but you can tap it to add X mana of any one color, where X is the amount of life you've gained this turn. So you could potentially be tapping this for a lot of mana. Honored Troll, 2 and a green for a 2/3 Troll Druid, Vigilance. If you gain life, gain that much +1 instead. And when it gets +2/+1 if you have 25 or more life. And then Righteous Valkyrie, 2 and a white for a 2/4 Angel Cleric with flying. Whenever another Angel or Cleric enters the battlefield, you gain life equal to its toughness. But as long as you have 7 life more than you're starting, all your creatures get +2/+2. So this is a massive bump on all your creatures. For some serious value, we want to get Branching Evolution for 2 and a green. If one or more counters are put onto a creature, you put twice that many. Doubling Season, very similar, but also works with tokens. Heliod Suncrown, 2 and a white for a 5/5 enchantment god. Whenever you gain life, you put a 1/1 counter on target creature or enchantment you control. So basically, it's our commander's ability on an enchantment. And then Serra Ascendant for a single white 1/1 with lifelink. As long as you have 30 or more life, it gets +5/+5 and lifelink. So if you get this on turn 1, you're starting with a 6/6 flying lifelink. Definitely something to look out for. Once we have all our life, we want to figure out what to do with all that life. Aether Flux Reservoir for generic. Whenever you cast a spell, you gain 1 life for each spell you've cast. But you may pay 50 life to deal 50 damage to a target creature or player. This is basically a Lux Cannon destroying a single player in a single swoop. Angel of Destiny, 3 white for a 2/6 flying double strike Angel Cleric. Whenever a creature deals combat damage to a player, you and that player each gain that much life. At the beginning of your end step, if you have at least 15 more life than your starting life total, each player Angel of Destiny attacked this turn loses the game. That's pretty insane because we're going to gain a lot of life, and even if they have to gain more life, we can win with this. Felidar Sovereign, 4 white for a 4/6 cat beast, vigilance lifelink. At the beginning of your upkeep, if you have 40 or more life, you win the game. So pretty much, if your opponents haven't done anything to you, or you just basically have the same amount of life, you win. Very similar to Test of Endurance. 2 white at the beginning of your upkeep, you have 50 or more life, you win the game. We're going to be getting so much life, this is pretty much going to be a guarantee of one of these 2 cards. If any of them, we're going to help us win the game instantly. And that is my quick take on Tradeless Sour Moondancer. I am pretty excited for this. Everyone should know me, I love playing Voltron. So now that I have like a Selesnya Voltron with that basically throws on top of life gain, which Selesnya is already having a bunch of life gain, and the fact this is an Elf Cleric, which those two together have so much ramp, so much way of life gain, the synergies of this card are phenomenal. And it's uncommon. I always love when Wizards makes cards that are uncommon because it just gives us a better open ground to make the card far more cheaper and get better options. I'm pretty excited for this. This is my quick take on Tradeless Sour the Moondancer. How would you build it? Would you put far more emphasis on the life gain or put far more emphasis on the overall just Voltron build? I'd love to hear in your comments down below. Again, my name is Chris in the Commander Crew. This has been a Commander Quick Take for the new Commander. Thanks for watching. Have a good one. Peace.